You're welcome. This is Newsfile. It's your most authoritative news analysis show. And in a minute, my take, I just give an emphasis on what I did some time ago. I titled it Noli Prosequi 101. And because of the recent developments, particularly by the statements of Yao Safumafo, I need to state here for some education for all of us. And so this is Noli Prosequi 102. Now, Noli Prosequi, that is not English, but what that translates simply is power giving the state, as in vested in the Attorney General, to control proceedings in court. It's not just about discontinuing cases and saying we are not interested, but the intent essentially is for the Attorney General to have full control of matters that are in court. Now, this is what it does. The law says that in any case, the Attorney General in Article 88 is empowered and be the only and sole person to institute criminal actions against anybody in the Republic on behalf of the state. So the law says, in any case, at any stage, before judgment or a verdict is rendered by the court, before judgment or a verdict is rendered by the court, the Attorney General can make a decision that he or she is no longer interested in pursuing the matter. And this is how it works. If the person is charged with, say, 10 counts, the Attorney General may decide that some of the counts or the charges for some reason ought to be dropped. And the way to do so could be by a noli prosequi. So we will enter noli prosequi in respect of specific of the charges. And those charges, in fact, will be dropped. The person will be discharged against those charges. So if there are 10 and she enters a noli prosequi in respect of 5, only those 5 will be dropped, and the person will be discharged against those 5. And she or he can do it any time before verdict is rendered or before judgment is given. Now, anytime after that is too late. You can't do that. Now, there's some good reason for it. Some people have not averted their minds. The state may, during the trial, come into something and discover that the person they are prosecuting may actually has the potential to lead them to the bigger fishes, or that prosecuting them alone may not be the best way to go. And the way to go about it is to use one of these procedures. It is either a noli prosequi or something we call a withdrawal. Now, when it is noli prosequi, if it is about all the charges, you are discharged against all the charges, but you may be rearrested and new charges will be preferred against you. What they are not supposed to do, which they do, is that if they have a bad case and they have a way of amending it and clearing or strengthening the weaknesses of the case, they can use this tool. But the law does not allow them to do it this way, but they do it. Now, a judge has no power to question why they are filing a noli prosequi, and so they will not question it. In fact, they are not obliged to give any reason for the noli prosequi they give. There could be situations involving states, and the president may have to come in through the Attorney General, and this is the way to do it without disclosing a lot of information to the people. When it is a withdrawal, then you can only file the noli prosequi before the prosecution closes its case. Then, if you do it before the prosecution closes its case, the charges will be, as it were, the person will be discharged. But if you do it after the prosecution has closed their case, the person will not only be discharged, but there will also be an acquittal, meaning you can never rearrest them and prosecute them again. So that's why they always prefer nolli prosequi rather than the withdrawal. I think there's a lesson there to be learned. Thank you very much.